Okay, welcome fans all throughout Africa. We're back. The CAF Champions League is back, and Mamelodi Sundowns is coming to Nigeria to play Remo Stars. I think it's in Ondo State. This is going to be a great matchup. We know that Sundowns are, but I have a feeling in the first to be this game might be a tight game and be a draw. And the reason I say so is that Remo plays very well at home, and they have what they call Ijab ball. Ijab ball is a 5-3-2. It's most of the time it's 5-3-2, but the idea is that compact defense, focus on transition, and keep possession of the ball. This is very similar to how Mamelodi plays. Mamelodi doesn't have I'm not sure what their formation is, but the principle of Mamelodi is to build up from Williams, from the goalkeeper, and build up and patiently move forward. Now, the difference between these two teams is that Sundowns doesn't really use counterattack. They use a build-up. Ijab ball, which Remo uses, is more of transition from defense to attack. So they worry about the transition. And they've got some very good strikers. They have a guy named Goita, who's from Mali, who's been doing very well. Very strong forward. So what you're going to see in this matchup is the impeccable form and skill of Sundowns, especially with their forwards. Who's the guy, Mr. Segodi? Who's the Brazilian guy who plays for? Is it Ribeiro?
No. Ribeiro has left Sundowns. But
he left.
A Brazilian. Yeah, he left.
So who are going to be the forwards?
The forward. No, we're going to have Ikram Renas. Sailors is from Brazil as well. Then we have Peter Shaulile as well.
Shaulile, yeah. So those guys know each other very well, and they connect very well with the midfield. So I believe that Sundowns is going to have a lot of possession, and the key will be that Remo is going to have to be able to absorb Sundowns coming forward with their forwards and everything and holding the ball. And whenever they get a chance to get the ball in defense, which is very well organized, they need to make the most of those chances and at least try to find 3 or 4 times during the game when they can have 1v1 situations through the counterattack. Now, the first match is being played in Nigeria, and I believe that because Remo plays a very tight defensive system, this game is going to be tight, but I'm going to predict that it's either going to be a draw or Sundowns is going to win 1-0. Before we go deeper we're going to look deeper into the players and the tactics, but I want to ask you first, Mr. Segodi, what are your thoughts on the match and what do you think is how it's going to play out?
No, what I've seen with Remo Stars, like my concern is on Remo Stars. Like what I've seen on Remo Stars, they're trying to play this modern football, just like Sundowns. They want to build from the back. They want to play beautiful football, you know.
Yeah,
and also my concern is will they be able to build from the back under pressure? Because what I can tell you is Sundowns will counter press them. That's what you know. That's what they do. That's what they've been built to do. They're a pressing machine. You know, once they press you in your half and they get the ball, you are in trouble.
Yeah, but the thing about what will happen though is that Remo, they have 5 people back. They have 2 fullbacks and 3 central defenders. Okay, so they're gonna try to use that to. I'm not saying sit back, but it's a defensive-oriented setup. And what they want to do is try to get possession back in their third of the pitch, and then quickly try to get it to their wings. I'm not sure how strong their midfield is, but it's going to be interesting to see because Sundowns probably has the best press in Africa when it comes to these teams, and they have like a very excellent squad. So it's going to be interesting. How do you think Remo will hold under the pressure of the press in Nigeria, though, on their pitch? You see what I'm saying? I don't even know how good their pitch is. Go ahead. What do you think?
No, their pitch is not bad. It's not that bad, which also suits Sundowns. You know, the only way for Remo...
I was hoping the pitch was bad. Go ahead. Yeah.
The only way Remo Stars can survive Sundowns is to hold a low block. To hold a low block and then try to catch them on a counter-attack, because Sundowns holds a very, very high line. If they're going to try to build from the back and play this beautiful football, they'll be in trouble. Because those Sundowns players, since from the previous coach, Erulani Mokoena, they were trained to be a pressing machine. You know, this is how they punish they punish teams like Alali, all these big teams in Africa, is through the counter press. So the key is how good is the defenders of Remo Stars on the ball, like players like Ngenge and all those other defenders. How good are they on building up? They have to be good, and they need a very good playing goalkeeper if they want to
Yeah.
build from the back. And Sundowns
So
is not the team to test yourself against.
yeah, but see, here's the thing though. So Sundowns will be. I mean, Remo will be using a 3-5. They're probably going to be using a 5-3-2. Their left back, what's his name again? Sani Faisal is pretty good. But the idea is that what they're going to have to do to rely, they're going to have to keep a very good shape and stay disciplined. Like you said, maybe do a low block. And I think that the difference is that because this game is in Nigeria and their last one, who did they beat to get the team from Comoros? It starts with a Z. Who did they beat? At home, they beat them 4-0.
Okay.
What was the team that Remo?
US Zilomanju.
Yeah, they beat them 4-0 at home. Then when they went to Zilamanju, they beat them there 1-0. But Zilamanju is a smaller team. It's not Mamelodi Sundowns. So what I'm saying is that what I think they'll have to do in order to avoid the counter press is they're going to have to play very defensively and almost just play for a draw or hope they get one opportunity or two opportunities to score. Because if they try to open up and also press themselves or play a little bit high, I think Mamelodi Sundowns is going to exploit that. What do you think?
Definitely. Yeah. If they try to do that, Mamelodi Sundowns will exploit them. But if you can see the teams that beat Sundowns, they need to press Mokoena on the middle of the park because he starts everything for Sundowns.
Yeah. Do you think Mokoena? It's hard to say. What would you rank him as? CD of defensive midfielders in Africa. Where would you rank him?
I think he's one of the best CDM in Africa.
Yeah,
he can shoot from far. He can take free.
It's comparable to him. Yeah, he's very, very good. Maybe some guys from Morocco, but in general, that guy is very good, and he's the key to that to the team. So I'm trying to see. I'm taking a look at who are some of the key players. So it looks like Remo Stars have some pretty good defensive midfielders, like you were saying. I'm not sure how good their fullbacks are on the right or on the left, but because they haven't played, they're the Nigerian champions, but they have very little experience in the Champions League. So it's going to be interesting to see how they deal with the counter press and deal with a fantastic team. I mean, is Mokoena still playing for Sundowns?
Yeah, Mokoena is playing for Sundowns, and
the superstars on the team there. Yeah, so you got Mokoena, you've got no, I'm not Mokoena. I'm thinking about the other guy. Mafu King.
Zwane.
Yeah, Zwane. Yeah, Zwane still playing. Yeah.
Yeah, he's playing for Sundowns, and they've got another creative midfielder, Nunes from Portugal. You know, they both play.
Yeah, you guys keep bringing these guys in, man. You guys keep bringing these foreign guys. But anyway, what you call it has a guy from Mali, Remo. Okay, so give us a breakdown. Who do you think is going to be the starting 11 for
Sundowns?
Yeah.
Obviously, in the post, it's Williams, right back. Kuliso Mudau. Center, you're going to have Malibongo Koza and Kekana. Or maybe you can have another guy. And then on the left, it's going to be Divine Lunga or Mudiba. Then in the middle of the park, you'll have Teboho Mokoena alongside Marcelo Allende. Then you have Nunes in front of them. On your left, you'll have Matthews. On the right, you'll have Sales. In the middle, you'll have Reyners.
Yeah, Reyners. Yeah. So this is really the best team that you have in Africa. And as you mentioned before, the way their philosophy in football is to start off with the goalkeeper Williams and do a build up, and also they use the counter press, and they're very well drilled. Now because Remo hasn't had a lot of experience in the Champions League, we can't really analyze them. They don't have the caliber of players you guys have. But what I'm looking at with their side right now, in attack, their key players are in attack. They have Alex Oyuwa, who's an attacking midfielder. He's very creative and passes well. Then they've got the main guy is Goita, who's their striker, who's very physical, very straightforward and direct. But the question is, are these guys going to have a lot of opportunities to score because South Africa's midfield is a lot better, and South Africa will have a lot more possession and put them under pressure. So what Remo's going to have to do is rely on its fullbacks or its wingbacks in the transition to move forward and help with the attack, so that their number 9 can get a lot more passes and opportunities. The way I look at it, the advantage that Mamelodi Sundowns has is that because their midfield is so strong and because they have such a good patient build-up, Remo is not going to have a lot of opportunities to show its firepower or its explosiveness with its forwards. So they're not going to have a lot of opportunities. The main question is, can they withstand Mamelodi Sundowns' attack? And as usual, I think Sundowns has the same problem that a lot of South African teams have. They don't generate a lot of goals, do they, Mr. Segodi? They don't generate a lot of goals. What do you think?
Yeah, true. And under this coach, they've struggled to get goals. But if you get Sundowns on their best, they can even give you 5. I mean, they give teams like
with the passing. But I'm still predicting that the first leg of this thing is going to be a draw or Sundowns win 1-0. But when it comes back to South Africa, Sundowns should be able to win 3-0 or not 2-3, at least 2-0. So my prediction for this match is that it's going to be, I'm going to go and say it's going to be a draw, a goalless draw for the first leg. What are your predictions for the first leg?
I predict a 2-0. My reason being, I know Remo Stars, they want to play this football of pressing. You know, they'll try to press Sundowns without a coordinated press. You know, like these African coaches, they want to press, they want to look good, and now it's going to depend how coordinated is their press. Are they that good in the press?
Well, but I think what they should do, though, is they should lay back on the press and just play a very defensive. But yeah, they may want to try to, because they're at home, they might want to try to get some goals. They know that if they draw, they're not going to go to the next round. If they draw the first leg.
You understand? Yes, they're going to do that. That's my concern for them. And Sundowns can come out of any press. You know, teams like Bayern Munich press them, Fluminense from Brazil, and this pressing and building from the back. It's all Brazilian style of play. But Sundowns managed to come out of the press playing against those teams. So now it's about how disciplined is Remo Stars to be patient.
Okay, so on our show now, which is you and me will be covering the CAF, we're going to take at the end of the year, our tally and see who is correct. You say 2-0, I say draw. So we'll see who wins this first one. I'm going to put a board to see who's leading in predictions. So I can't wait to see what the result is. Whoever wins has to buy the other one Black label.
Sure.
And you know me, I like Clip the Rift from South Africa.
Clip Rift. It's a nice drink.
Maybe you even buy me some Dhaka. I'm just kidding. So this is a good one. This is going to be fun. The rivalry between Nigeria and South Africa continues. Now it's in the CAF Champions League. So good luck to both sides. And we want to ask the people who watch our show from Nigeria and South Africa to like, share, subscribe, and also comment. We stand for Africa. Any last comments, Mr. Segodi?
No, my comments is both luck to both teams. And then let's see a great football on the 17th of October.
Okay, so Mr. Segodi, I'll see you later on in the week or maybe after the match. Thank you. Have a good one. Okay.
You too, my brother.
Okay.
Bye.